Hi, my name is Jess Washington, CEO of the Dallas Weekly. That is at Dallas Weekly for all the platforms if you want to follow, and check out my episode at Boss Talks on the Rooftop.
What's up, everybody? This is Bryson Fowler. Welcome to Boss Talks on the Rooftop. Today, I have the greatest honor of having a guest from Dallas Weekly, Miss Jessica Washington, or Jess as I like to call her. Y'all can't call her that, though. But what's up, baby? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me.
Man, it's always a pleasure seeing you, having you around. So I finally get you to come on the show.
We're here.
We here. So first of all, we're going to pull up. We're going to bless the bottle. On top of the bottle. And then, do you smoke?
Yes, I do.
Cigars.
I smoke. I'm an advocate.
Okay, let's do it. So, a few pointers. Cigars, we puff, don't smoke.
Okay.
All right, so in your mind, think Listerine. Mm-hmm. Switch around your mouth.
Spit.
Yeah, I like that.
Got it.
I like that. So, I'm going to pull up in our Kingpin glasses. So I'm gonna make you pour your own because I don't censor anybody.
I'm an adult. I can have
you know, and I have a problem with censoring myself. So
it's all good. I'm very close to the house too.
Well, cool. We didn't make you travel far.
Yeah, I'm a South Dallas resident and servant.
Oh, nice. Nice. Let me borrow that for a second. So I already said who you are. Tell us about Dallas Weekly. How'd you get started with that?
How did I get started with Dallas Weekly?
Yes.
Well, I would be remiss if I didn't actually talk about Dallas Weekly itself and why it got started. So Dallas Weekly is a 70-year-old entity. It started back in 1954 right here in South Dallas by the great Tony Davis, who is from my hometown of Philadelphia. I always like to make a joke that it takes a Philadelphia person to run a Dallas Weekly. So that's just my little inside joke. Let me tell you though, because Tony Davis,
you Philly people, I swear.
You know, we gotta do.
I swear, that's what's wrong with y'all, right there.
The streets of Philly, but he came to Dallas and fell in love with a woman from South Dallas, Miss Mac.
Yeah,
and she rest in peace. And he never left. And that is the same for my father-in-law, who came in 1986, bought the paper from Tony Davis. Also married a woman from Philadelphia, and that's my mother-in-law right now.
Oh wow!
And then my husband and I got married in 2017. We took over the paper in 2018 from my father-in-law, and I'm from Philly, so it will continue.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. See, we got a whole history lesson we didn't know we needed, and we need that history because, you know, Dallas Weekly is a great prominent story behind it. Great family, great people.
Thank you.
And we love what you're doing. We want to keep championing what you're doing. So we're gonna cheers. It's a celebration, so we're gonna light a cigar.
Okay.
And we're gonna toast. Okay.
Okay.
So I just cut that with a V cut.
Oh Lord, I'm
now,
nervous.
Because you're a guest of mine, I'm bringing you one of our very own luxury torches.
This is beautiful.
Go ahead, pull it out for me.
Oh my gosh.
So, Kingpin Luxury is presenting that torch with you, right? So it has an actual clock on it. It's single flame, wind resistant.
Not you setting the time on it too.
Yeah, you set the time. Now you know what time it is. That's my poor Tony Montana.
Can I show everybody how?
Yeah.
Ooh, and it lights up. Come on now.
Let's go.
Love. Okay, thank you.
So you're gonna take that. Hold your cigar straight ahead.
Okay.
Take your flame, 40-degree angle.
40, not 45.
45.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been drinking already. So, you know. And you kind of just want to toast the edges a little bit.
Okay. Did I do it? And then go in. Okay. I think I'm being scared.
There you go. Actually puff.
Okay.
You all right?
Yes. I'm gonna play with this for a little bit, but
it's lit. All you gotta do is puff it a little bit.
So it is lit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna put it down because you told me to.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, coming to the present day, of Dallas Weekly.
Yes.
What is your brand new baby that you're birthing out of Dallas Weekly for yourself?
Well, I can tell you that the biggest thing that we've had to do is just, media is an ever-changing thing anyway, right?
Absolutely.
And so constantly keeping up with all the things that media entails, which is social media now, it's website traffic, it's print, and we have the nerve to want to conquer it all. Even in June this year, we're going to be relaunching DW Radio, which is a free platform for local artists or even artists that are not from here to submit their work. We're also going to have some podcast shows that talk about art and things like that, because we know how art and culture are pretty much symbiotic. And I personally believe that Black art and Black culture kind of runs the world. And so I'm like, we just want to be an access point. I think that's the biggest transition and what separates us from the other, I'll just say it honestly, Black media outlets that are out there. It's like, not only are we telling you news that is pertinent and underserved communities, but we also want to be a resource. We know how to turn up. You know what I mean? I think you've seen the Best of Black Dallas Awards, and you know what I'm saying? Like our Father's Day event, National Tequila Day. Like, we know that, with all the struggles that it is to be a Black person, we still know how to have a good time. And we want people to understand, when you come to Dallas Weekly, we can resonate with you on every level.
Every level, every facet.
Every facet.
So, how do you go about coming up with your stories through Dallas Weekly?
Well, luckily, being around for 70 years, the community talks to us.
Yeah.
We don't have to look that far without somebody knocking on our door saying, why aren't you talking about that? So I am very proud to say that, my husband being a publisher, he grew up in this business. He has been in South Dallas his entire life. And so it's like, he has a very good, keen sense, of what we need to be talking about. And it's also helpful that, he had his father guiding him, and he had all the other Black publishers across the nation that he knows of also guiding him as well. And so I think that's pretty much the thing that we go by, is knowing our foundation. What's the solution to what we're talking about? And we're not like, I won't even say any names because I get petty like that. But we're not like everybody else who just points at the problem. We're going to be like, here's the congressperson that you got to call. Here's your council person. This is the manager of the store that you need to call. Here's the company that you need to call. Like, if you see something wrong, we are going to help you fix it.
Right. And see, I love what you say about having a strong foundation. A lot of people don't understand that in order to grow high, you have to have a strong, sturdy foundation.
Absolutely.
We do foundation work in our roofing and construction business. So I always start from the ground and go to the roof.
You have to.
So, we have to set our base so you can have a stability underneath your feet.
Yeah.
And then you have to be covered underneath you, above you, right?
Yeah.
So what's below you keeps you on your feet, and what's above you keeps everything from raining down on you.
Absolutely.
And we just got rained out. So we ended up at El Jefe Cigars. So we appreciate Tony for actually coming through and letting us, use his facilities.
This place is a vibe too.
It is a
Pull
vibe.
up.
And we abuse the hell out of it. So,
and if anything, you know how I feel about Black owned supporting. That's, like I said, I bring up Best of Black Dallas all the time, not just because it's my baby and I love it, but also because the whole point of Best of Black Dallas is to create an ecosystem, right? And it's just like, if you didn't know that there were 5 Black owned medical spas here in the city, well, now you do, because of Best of Black Dallas. If you couldn't find you're a Black dentist in the entire Metroplex, I gave you 6 options for my nominees.
Right.
So that's what I'm like, and I had so many people who are involved in the city, right, and well-to-do, being like, I had no idea.
Well, see, this is where we're going to have a beef.
Okay.
Right? Because how many nominees were Black roofers?
Did not have that. And that's why I love it. Nope, because last year, I will tell you this quick little story. We had our award show, and then I always get low-key cussed out about, you didn't have this category, you didn't have this. So I was like, okay. And we accommodate, don't we? Like, I'm pointing to Alicia. What we do.
I'm just saying.
No, I got to tell you this quick story. So last year's Entrepreneur of the Year, 2 sisters, Sweet Creations, 2 amazing Black women who graduated from HBCUs, were nurses, and decided to quit their jobs and then do what they love, which is baking, right? And supporting their family. Well, they were the ones who, I ain't going to say y'all cussed me out, but you did heavily suggest that I add my baking category. And then even that educated myself. I didn't know about like Val's cheesecakes, and then them, and then like other
There's
bakers,
Kessler Bakery.
all of that.
He checks a lot of boxes.
We had about 5 nominees in that category. Of course, they won Best Baker because they worked the hell out of that category, telling people to vote. And then they also won Entrepreneur of the Year, which got them custom made suits from Reveal Suits, who was one of our sponsors. Thank you, Carlton.
Hey.
So like I said, I believe in that whole ecosystem. And to their credit, when my father-in-law passed earlier this last month, they reached out and they were like, what can we do to help? When we held our HBCU signing day event where we gave 6 students from the Metroplex scholarships to go to their HBCUs, they reached out because they're graduates, and then they made custom made cakes for each of those students.
Wow.
If I didn't have Best of Black Dallas, you see what I'm saying? Like, that ecosystem wouldn't exist. So
and then it's building those relationships within your community.
I think I want to show people what Black advocacy looks like, and I want to show them that it works. If you work the system, it works.
Absolutely. And that's a big part where trying to scale the business, going into like entrepreneurship, a lot of Black owners don't understand how important it is to have a system in place.
Yes.
Right. Our sympathies and condolences go to you and the family.
Thank you.
But he has a system in place for Dallas Weekly to keep going.
Well, slow down on that.
I'm gonna just say it because like the family business still picked up, right? So you had to in place. There's a system right there. There's an order that you took in. You came in.
Yeah.
You saw a place that you fit, and then you took on from there.
True. And I will give my father-in-law all the credit in the world that he taught us how to create our own systems, because what we learned very quickly is that a system that works for somebody else may not work for you. Right? And then back to your point about foundation, though. As long as we knew what our mission was, we can create our own systems.
True.
Stick to the foundation.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he gave us the blueprint, and we just keep moving with it. So, thank you, Dad.
Kudos to that. So, back to this Black Roofer category.
Yes. Say less. It's done.
I got to say more. Our mission, like how you said, our mission is to propel the narrative of the Black Roofer, because whenever I go out and about and people are like, you're in the roofing?
Right.
And most kids these days, they see the chain. I got the chain because of the kids, right? It's crazy because I get more attention from the kids. They're like, oh, that's a nice chain. What do you do?
Yeah.
I'm in construction and roofing. You a roofer? Yeah, man. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And so I really did all that just to show like, hey, you don't have to be in the entertainment industry. You don't have to be in the sports industry. There's a whole plethora of lanes out here for us.
Yeah.
And you can do it.
Yeah.
So that's what spearheaded the Boss Talks. The Boss Talks on the Rooftop. Goes back to because I'm a roofer.
Right.
So I'm really just hoping to champion different generations or anybody that's able to see or trying to figure out what's next for me.
Yeah.
Is there something out there for me? And there is. So that's why I want that Black Roofer category.
You don't get it. And I need you to know you're talking to the great granddaughter of a Black man who built his own home.
Really?
And so it's like I take Black ownership, especially when it comes to home ownership, very seriously. And now that I know this, I will be tapping you on the shoulder for Black Real Estate Month, because I think that there, to your point, is space for kids. Not just kids, adults too, to see a different opportunity.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm 40 years old and I'm taking comedy class right now because I think I want to write comedy one day. You know what? Just like, it's never too late, to just do what you want to do. So I'm really glad that you said that. It's not just for the babies, it's for all of us.
I really do see that for you, though. I really see that. Like,
check me out at the Oscars or the Emmys, as I'm thinking.
Tell us a joke.
No, okay, see, I was like, I'm more of an improv. Yeah. So really, I mean, seriously, June 2nd, y'all pull up the Dallas Comedy House. That'll be my first showcase.
Oh, bet. For real?
I'm not playing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So is your comedy going to be more like about you, or more just like you have?
This particular showcase, I'll be with my other classmates, and so it's improv, so it's really all that we want to do. I do tend to, I do know that improv is based on your own life experiences, right? And what makes it cool is when you mix those different experiences together. So me being blackity black, I bring something different that they pretty much haven't seen before. Like, I make jokes about not needing sunscreen and stuff like that. So. Not
We
enough
do.
seasoning and
We
food.
do need sunscreen though, because if you've been out in the Caribbean, hey, I gotta educate us.
Edit that stuff.
'Cause
Edit that part out. Yes, I don't want
I
to
gotta
get
educate us
cancer.
because I've been getting sunburned on
Yeah.
my face.
And also,
I was like, I'm too dark for
because of
this.
global warming too. But that's another subject for another time.
Global warming.
I'll talk to you about it. I'll send you some links.
Oh my god. Now we're gonna be saying aliens are real.
Okay. But they are.
They did a whole news article about it.
This is smooth, by the way. Very,
Yeah?
very good. Thank you. I'm sorry I couldn't hang with the cigar. I'm doing my best.
That's all right.
I'm gonna take it home. I'm gonna keep practicing.
Whatever. I was gonna say it's gonna get smoked. On set, off set, before set. I don't care. I'm gonna smoke it.
Love it. Love it.
Take it home. Don't you waste my $12 cigar?
How much of this did you have for?
I don't know. I stopped keeping count. But it's my business, not yours.
Fair.
But anyway, so we were looking on a mission, going on into talking about having a mission, having a system, right?
Yes.
So I wish more Black owners understood how to build a system for themselves, because we're looking into scaling the business, right?
Yeah, I think that, we got to give ourselves a little bit of grace. Let me talk like I know how to talk. We don't have the same access. We all know that, right? Now, I do believe that you should take it upon yourself to get the information that you need, but it's not as available, and the capitalism is not as accessible. I have to fight for every dollar that I get, and I've been around for 70 years. And I have to talk to people like I'm brand new, and reintroduce myself. So, I mean, the odds are against us when it comes to being Black business owners. That's just what it is. So I think it's just a matter of over preparing and over educating yourself.
Right.
Every Black entrepreneur that I personally follow, that I look up to, I think about Fawn Weaver, who is the CEO of Uncle Nearest, and I've had a chance to talk to her myself, and
she's amazing.
She's erudite. Yeah, she's very focused, and she does things continuously to improve not just her business, but herself. And I'm like, so these are the foundations of what I consider to be successful people. So whenever somebody says, like, what do you do, I guess, for success, look to people who are successful.
Right.
Look at what they did. They got their resume out there, so that's what I do.
And a lot of people don't understand, like, you're not looking at verbatim what they did. You're looking at the habits.
Yeah.
You look at the
I know
habits.
she has money. That's not the thing I'm going after. Like, her portfolio, I'm going to get the bag.
Right.
But I got to follow the steps it takes to get there.
Absolutely.
And so that's what I really love about women like her. I definitely have some others, in my head, but, she's at the top probably because I like the way she moves.
Right. And what inspiration do you get from, like, other men in the industry?
Very good question. Honestly, I purposely look to women because the dynamic is just so different. Of course, again, my father-in-law. Oh no, not. We're not gonna have that. Of course, my father-in-law was probably the main one that I called on all the time, right? And so I do. That's a very good question. The truth is, I don't look to men.
That's fair.
Yeah, I look to women to see my guidance. And so I'm blessed to have gotten access to a lot of successful women through my father-in-law, like personally. But when it comes to just, like I said, the people that are out there being successful, yeah, I could read a book by a man and see how he does it. But the truth is, if I follow that path, it's just not going to work out the same way.
Right.
Because the dynamic is different. So there's even like white women who I probably follow their lead and how they did it before I follow any man, because it's just the game is different out here for us.
Understood.
Yeah.
For me, I admire and follow a path of women. Right. I have a lot of mentorships from men. I look at following women, especially Black women, because there is so many different obstacles that go against you guys.
Yeah.
And then understanding that which way or which direction that you went or they went helps me further along understand the direction that I can come over.
Right.
Because you have another obstacle that I don't. Right. And if I can foresee that, then I can understand, like, okay, well, I can help those behind me.
And let me tell you why what you're doing is amazing. Because, not to bring up my father-in-law every single time, but I didn't learn until his passing and his life celebration about some of the things he did before coming to Dallas Weekly. And one of the things that he did was he was one of the first, not just black men, but men, period, to join business groups and pretty much protest that women need to be at the table.
Absolutely.
And they never had seen that before. Absolutely. And so there are so many women who have shown up to his life celebration being like, if it wasn't for him, where would I have been?
Right.
So I think it's cool too. Like, I guess the point I'm trying to make is that you understanding the woman's plight allows you to give women opportunities without inadvertently, you know what I mean? Without even trying that hard, because you understand.
Absolutely. You know, me being a girl dad too, so
hey, listen,
it helps open my perspective, because, you know, on the other side, like, as a father, you're talking about your legacy. You're always seeing about a boy carrying your name, but then you have a girl and you're like, well, don't forsake her.
Yeah.
Because she can make moves that your boy could never make.
That part.
Or,
and I'm a daddy's girl too. I know I said my father-in-law 1,000 times, but I got like 3 daddies. I have my stepdad, my biological dad, and then my father-in-law. So I was spoiled top to bottom. Yeah, my husband has a hard time.
But that's a blessing, because the narrative is that we're not in our children's lives. So, for you to say that I had 3 dads, America.
Happy to you.
We're in our children's lives, so stop pushing that damn narrative. I'm sick of it.
In fact, my dad's birthday was yesterday. My biological father. Happy birthday, Dad. And he's the one that I was telling you about. That's the cigar smoker. So he'd be proud.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that would be my thing. Women leaders are the ones I look up to, and not just in business, just generally. Women activists and, you know, spiritual leaders. I just believe in women. So
I do too. I champion health as well.
We're superheroes.
You are. You birth us. You create us. A lot of everything that a man does comes from you. So I am a fan of the Black woman.
You're welcome.
So thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But, you know, not to toot my horn, but as a Black man, we do set a tone. We set a base.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I'm very excited to say in June, you will see us doing, again, exclusive coverage all throughout the month of June just for Black men, because I do not feel that our Black men get enough credit. And so we are hosting another Father's Day event, and then coverage all throughout the year talking about Black fatherhood and Black entrepreneurship from Black men.
I appreciate
We're going to feature a woman one time, and Miss Jade Tenner, but she is a woman that also advocates for Black men.
And about the culture.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was like, this is perfect. Let's get it.
Absolutely.
Let's celebrate Black men in June.
So, because you mentioned Jade Tenner, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I was like, yeah, you know, but she does champion a lot of things for the Black men community. But as going forward with everything else, since we're talking about Black men and Black women, interracial dating. What do you think? Are you into it?
Am I into it? Well, I don't need to be into anything because I'm married.
Well, I guess that's the wrong thing to say. Into
I know
it, like
what you're trying to say.
So
if
Channing Tatum came here right now, Chris Hemsworth came right here, and you know, indecent proposal. Your husband like, hey.
I would be all right. But that's me. I have a beautiful nephew who we call the biracial sensation. He's adorable. So yes, actually that's heavy in my family, a lot of interracial marriages. And then actually on my husband's side as well, we both look like like a united rainbow or something like that when we go to family reunions. I mean, all kinds of colors and shades and stuff like that. So I'm about love. And I'm about respect. And those two things are hard enough to come by. So however the hell you get it, then you
That's how you get it, right? Cool.
So that's just me.
Cool. I'm a true promoter of the Black family.
Of course.
So
I got one.
yeah, you do. You do. So I always ask that just to see the temperature of what people think. I have biracial niece and nephew. They're half Hispanic and half black. So
My middle name is Jimenez, so we got some of that too.
Yeah. So it's
I'm
interesting to see.
just to be clear, still black Spanish people. I'm not claiming to be like
Afro Latina.
Yes,
Afro
I feel
Latinos.
like it's still black. But there was a couple, I guess you would say indigenous folk because it's from Cartagena, Colombia. That's the side that it comes from.
Oh, nice.
Still enough darks.
A lot
of slave trade.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Slavery, man.
Jesus. So, how can we connect with you? How can we find you?
Everything is at Dallas Weekly. I'm pretty sure I took over every single domain and platform with Dallas Weekly. So that's what I would say. If you need to get a hold of me, go to Dallas Weekly. If you really need to get a hold of me, hit Alicia Wilson.
I was about to say, don't even try to reach her. Hit Alicia. Alicia's gonna set you right.
The best assistant in the world, and also our director of digital marketing. So yeah.
Let's go. Shout out Alicia, because without her, this interview wouldn't have happened.
Without her, the weekly wouldn't be out.
See, that's the system, right?
Yes, it is.
Alicia, hey, what are we doing?
You think it's a joke, but the way I have become incapable of looking at my schedule, and she's like, I don't get why you can't. But I just ask her to forgive me every day, and we keep getting it going.
Keep rocking.
Yeah.
Well, Alicia, we greatly appreciate you. Shout out. And, shout out to the team behind the camera, because they the ones that keep me right too. Luscious and IQ Media. And everybody else, that does my roofing and my tax business. So I thank you.
Ooh, tax business.
Oh
We
yeah.
didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, I do.
Just passed Financial Literacy Month. Okay, we'll talk. We need a part 2.
Yeah, I do.
And I'm gonna hit that rooftop before it gets 100 degrees.
We were trying to do it. Seriously. So I got you for a little bit, right?
Yes. I'm trying to get 45 degrees.
All right, cool. I mean, I just said it as a baseline. It's not a requirement, but it's a good start. Yeah. So, puff. There you go.
I'm gonna get it one day.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, do an intake a little harder than that.
I'm scared because all right.
That was pretty boss mode.
Yeah, you're getting there. There you go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you're getting there.
I'll be here all night. Yeah, all damn night.
Yeah. So, all right, we were talking about so much damn talks. Oh, taxes. We have a tax business, Tax Time Pros.
Yes.
I've been doing that for over 13 years. Fun fact, I've been doing taxes longer than I've been doing roofing. My uncle was in the roofing business for over 30 years. Had he told me what he was doing in the roofing business, I would have never started my tax business. I would have never went to college to play football. I would have never done none of that. I've been glued to him at the hip. But
I think it worked out.
it did. It took... So, everybody's looking at me like, oh, how's he doing this?
Right.
Guys, this is my chapter 20. Like, you guys expect to come out the gate balling out of control. I've seen that on a handful of people that they just come out of the gate and it works on the first few years. No, this takes time. You got to be committed to it. You got to be able to endure the grind, the triumphs, the struggles, and, celebrate your wins, because, hell, 50 losses and 2 wins, those 2 wins will overshadow those 50 losses any day. So I try and tell people, like, look, don't look at this thinking like it's sweet over here, because I quit every day.
Yeah.
But Back to the tax though, because we did just have financial literacy month.
Yes.
Tax day did officially happen April 15th. So that ended tax season. But for you guys, you can still file your taxes throughout the year.
File that extension.
If you file an extension,
Like
your extension is due October 15th, okay? So right now I'm in roof season mode. I stay in roof season mode all the way up until July. But I'm in tax season mode throughout the entire year. So if you want to catch me, please hit us up at taxtimepros.com. Go to taxtimeprofessionals.com or on social media at Taxtime Pros, Facebook, Instagram, yada, 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 the works. But
you do everybody's taxes. Like
much.
Business and...
Business.
That's important.
Business and individual taxes.
Which one do you like the most? Is there something to
Whichever one that pays me. Whoever pays. I've been doing this so long, it just really is second nature.
Can you give some quick tax advice? Like, I need to know. I just have to ask. My CPAs have been cussing me out about not keeping my receipt. Like keeping my receipts.
Well, the reason that you
give me the reason
you want receipts is just because it has time and date stamps, right? But if you keep an accurate account for your swipes and you have like a QuickBooks or some other platform that keeps up with your transactions and you categorize those,
right,
then you can just give her the access to those, and she has everything that she needs for your P&L, your profit and loss. It'll categorize everything that you need, like if you go and do an entertainment event, or you're promoting Dallas Weekly at some event, or just you being you. Yeah, you are Dallas Weekly.
So when I go to Perry's Steakhouse and I spend what I spend, it's marketing. I'm trying to do business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even at midnight.
Absolutely, that's not a joke. Absolutely.
So
absolutely, like whenever I have a client or I have a potential business partner, we go out to eat. We're here smoking cigars. This here is a write-up for us. We have the setup, we have the podcast, we're having libations. It all adds to the aesthetic of what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Those are all tax write-offs.
Can I give one more?
Go ahead.
As a media entity, I would like for everybody to know that when you spend marketing dollars, that's also a tax write-off. So you can spend thousands of dollars with a Black-owned media outlet that will promote your business, and then you can get your money back.
Absolutely.
Just want to throw that out there. Call the IRS if you don't believe it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Or call.
Marketing and advertising dollars are a huge, huge, huge tax deduction. So whenever you have that, oh, should I hold on to this or should I hold on to that? Look, you can't make money holding on to it, and that money that you're not spending in advertising, you're losing. You're losing on the tax side, and you're losing on the other side of potential clients.
And invest into yourself. You have to invest into yourself.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I'm glad we talked about that.
Absolutely. And then we're going to talk about wardrobe, like your lovely jacket over there.
Yes.
For Dallas Weekly.
So this is actually vintage. At my dad's life celebration this past weekend at Friendship West, we had the amazing Roland Martin, who's a former Dallas Weekly employee, former editor of Dallas Weekly. He wore his jacket from this era.
That's awesome.
On video. And so I screamed and clapped when I saw it. So I had to bring this out. And yeah, this was from the 90s era. When my husband was little, he had his version. It said like junior CEO. But yes, awesome. This has CEO on it from my dad's era. So
that is
just
so
wanted
awesome.
to bring that out.
That is awesome. And it's also a tax write-off. So so just
apparently everybody got one. And so knowing my dad,
it's a tax write-off. So we writing this thing off. Y'all wear that.
Yeah. Everybody wear it.
Yeah, so
that was beautiful. Thank you for pointing that out too.
Absolutely.
Because otherwise, it's 90 degrees outside. There is no reason for me to have a jacket.
Power to you. I'm sweating just sitting there, but power to you.
It's like I'm sweating next to it. Yeah.
So, what is the next thing for Father's Day? Because I'm thinking forward because Mother's Day is this weekend.
Yes. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
I'm watching some cartoons, like sitting in bed eating eggs. That's it.
Well, and happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you.
You know, and happy Mother's Day to everybody
All
else.
the mamas.
All the mamas. Mamas.
Mamas, stepmamas,
Mamas.
play mamas. If you doing any mamaing.
If you a mama and you and your
Grandmama, all that.
mama.
all the mamas.
All the mamas. So thank you for everything that you do for us, everything that you're going to do. We appreciate you. So with Father's Day coming up,
Skip right on past it.
because this is going to air after Mama's Day, Mother's Day.
All right.
So now we got to go into Father's Day because it's going to launch probably before Father's Day, and I want people to know.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget about the daddies.
Yeah.
You know?
So before I say what we're gonna do for Father's Day, can I ask what would you like for Father's Day?
Honestly, to be left the hell alone.
Okay. It's so easy. Done.
Yeah, easy. I'm simple. You know, and all honesty, what you can do for Father's Day as a gift idea, get him a kingpin torch. Right?
It's a great idea.
Get him a kingpin torch, get him 2 cigars, get him his favorite little shot of drink, whatever he drinks. If he's not a drinker, get him his favorite soda. And, say, hey, do you?
Yeah.
What do you want? We're going to fix your favorite meal. Because, like, when you ever ask, a man, hey, what gift you want? They just kind of have this puzzle.
Yeah. Every time.
When the hell can you give me that I don't normally get for myself?
Every time.
Right? So, get them a nice kingpin torch, get them a cigar, tell them, hey, go play golf or go hang with the fellas.
Do whatever you want.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
That's a simple thing, right? But we overcomplicate things. Women overcomplicate men. You do. We're very simple. I'll say it. Fellas, I got you.
I'll leave a little harder.
Hey. Keep a man real simple.
You see, my defense was like very lightweight, right?
Don't complicate us.
True.
Yeah, don't complicate us. What are you thinking? Nothing.
About it.
I'm not thinking about a damn
I'm gonna play them
thing.
games. We gonna play them games. Play them games.
But again, hey, shout out to the moms and shout out to the dads out there. Hypothetical moms, hypothetical dads, bonus moms, bonus dads.
Yeah.
Everybody. Thank you for what you're doing, being a parent, being present in our future's lives. We appreciate you.
And can I give a little extra shout out? Just the black dads, just because it's a little extra that goes into, what that takes. And I'm very, very grateful when I see, I don't know, I'm one of those weird people, even when I just see black men out with their children, I damn near start crying. Even though I grew up with a great black dad, multiple ones, thanks dads, but it still just warms my heart to know that that is still instilled. And even more so when I see black men doing it that didn't have it.
Right.
That even means more to me because it's important and you know what it takes and you're trying.
Absolutely.
And you know what it means to instill that. And so even me, I have a 6-year-old son named after my father-in-law, James Washington.
Oh, nice.
And I'm so excited for the man that he's going to become because of what he has. If I died tomorrow, I know he would be okay.
He's going to be good.
Yeah. And so, and that's because of the black men he has in his life. And so I'm thankful.
We'll take that as a win. Hey, shout out, Brother James. Looking forward to everything that you're going to do. She put that pressure on you, not me.
Listen, he also knows he can stay in my house till he's 30-something years old. He can just be. That's my baby right there. Now his sister got to go.
Why? See, that's crazy. The moms are so hard on the daughters, and
That's how I had it.
the dads are easy on the daughters.
Jokes
The
all
moms
the time.
are
My
easy
mom
on
and I
the
just started
sons.
getting along a couple years ago.
Oh, man.
So, but I've been a daddy's girl my whole life. I literally have a tattoo on my leg that says, "See, Daddy's love."
That's deep.
Ask my mama where her tattoo at.
Yeah, see, I ain't gonna see. That's why she don't like you. That's why she don't like you.
Justified.
Right there.
Love you, Mama. Happy Mother's Day.
Horrible. On that note, guys, like, subscribe, share the page. This has been Bryson Fowler with Jess Washington at Dallas Weekly. Remember, storms don't last, but your home should. Peace. Two fingers. Am I sweating though?
We all sweating.
You know I'm sweating.
We just gonna filter it out.
Okay, bet.
3, 2. I am so sorry. You said say my name, say my Instagram. Y'all should